Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to my Hamilton 2018 F1 Championship series. This is a stream series that is live on YouTube, and then once these live streams over, they then get processed and will be a video on my channel. So if you miss any point of the stream, say you join it a bit late, you join it say halfway through the race, and you want to know how it started, then you can go back and watch. And what this series is we are Lewis Hamilton, and we are trying to emulate what he did in the actual 2018 F1 Championship by winning it. We've done 2 episodes already. Round 1 was in Australia, where if you don't want to hear any spoilers, want to check it out, just cover your ears for the next 5 seconds. We actually won that. I'm not going to go into how we won it, but you go and check that if you want to know how. And last stream that we did, which was round 2, was in Bahrain, in the deserts of Bahrain. And again, spoiler, if you don't want to know, just mute it just for a second. 3, 2, 1. We actually came second, and it wasn't as eventful as the first race, but it was still some action in it at times, towards the start, towards the end, but in the middle it was kind of not the best race ever. Hopefully we can do better this time round. I'm just going to quickly just add the thumbnail to the stream so people more likely maybe to click on it, and I'm also going to add a few tags into the tags, really, so people might actually start clicking on it. I don't know. Let's just put Chinese GP. There we go. So let's just save that. So anyway, without further ado, we are going to get into it. Actually, I've just got a message on my phone. I do apologise for that. Right, anyway, let's go into championships. Let's go into Championship F. So the 2018 Formula 1 World Championship. We are round 3 of 21, as you can see at the bottom there. So this stream is going to be the Chinese Grand Prix in Sepang, I believe it is. Next stream is going to be in Azerbaijan, the Baku street circuit. Around the castle is the tricky part, so that's maybe going to be an issue. As you can see right now is the points right now where we are in the leaderboards. We are currently top by 15 points over Max Verstappen. Then it's Kimi Raikkonen, who he retired in the first race in Melbourne, but then went on to win the race in Bahrain. Vettel has had quite a poor start, to be honest. He finished 5th, I believe, in Australia after just a poor race, and he actually was first for quite a lot of the race in Bahrain. Then he slipped down second because Kimi just went amazing towards the end, and then Vettel slipped even further. I caught up about 15-20 seconds on them in the last 10 laps. Ended up overtaking Vettel and claimed second. He ended up third. One thing I will say is, though, my teammate Valtteri Bottas is joint last. From 13th to 20 is drivers that haven't got any points. Bottas, unfortunately, has retired from 2 races out of 2. And in 2 races, I have managed to bump into Valtteri a couple of times. I don't know if it has any bearing on, why he has been retiring, but I don't know. But anyway, let's continue the championship while I quickly explain the rules. Actually, I can go into options. So we are on master difficulty. This is the first level of master difficulty. From 90 to 94 AI driver level, it is master. I'm too good for expert, I think. Yeah, and then I think above that is legend, and then ultimate. So we're going to stick on 90. Preferences as well. Assists not really interesting, but we have it on simulation damage, both tires and body foot damage, so it's the most realistic as possible. So anyway, let's get into first the short qualifying, which we do before every race here in China. I'm looking forward to this race. It is a good track. It's a tough track, though, and it's one that you've got to really be on it. I think the best thing to do for us, again, is just change your car setup, leave it as it is, and let's just set an early lap time. I need to also adjust my audio so it's not too loud in my ear. Yeah, that'll do. But yeah, like the first two streams I streamed in simultaneous days, so like, you know, consecutive days, let's put it that way. And I did actually want to have this series as once a week, kind of like it would be in the actual F1 Championship. But you know what, I enjoyed the Australian one so much, but the next day I decided, you know, I want to do the Bahrain one. Unfortunately, it wasn't the best race ever. But it was still pretty decent. Like, it's still going to be action this season, and like I said that chances are I wasn't going to do one yesterday, which was Thursday, and I ended up not doing it. And then this morning I woke up thinking I actually really want to do another race. I'm actually enjoying doing 100% races on 90 difficulty. It's a very good difficulty, and I actually really enjoy doing the long races. They're about an hour and a half to 2 hours, the actual race. It's like maximum like 15-20 minutes for the qualifying. But anyway, let's try and set an early decent lap time, so we don't really have to rely too much on a second stint. I want to set 2 laps in this first stint because I've got a bit more fuel on board, but like I've said in previous streams, we use the qualifying as well as a kind of a practice, just so I can re-familiarise myself with the tracks. I know all the tracks off by heart really, but it's just nice to just re-familiarise yourself, think how things are going to work. So Ericsson setting the first lap time, but I'm guessing that's just because he's maybe the first one to actually set a lap. I'm hoping that this Toro Rosso ahead of me doesn't get in my way for this final bit of the lap. I'm gaining quite a bit, but I think I might just be okay. I do need to apply quite a bit of brakes to this. He should be okay. Yeah, he's fine, because it's only literally just around this corner. This last corner, I've got to get quite spot on. That was alright, that was alright. Maybe it was a bit too tight, but I'm not too sure. Let's set it. We go, obviously, in pole right now, just because no other like big name has set a lap time. I'm hoping I can get past Gasly without really going off the racing line, because he is one that potentially could stop me from having a better second lap. I was kind of hoping that he would get out of the way, because I was hoping that he would actually be not on a timed lap, but I guess he is. Okay, that didn't affect my lap too much. Actually, I'm losing a bit of time, but it doesn't really matter. Hopefully I can get this sector quite nice. That wasn't the tidiest, and this isn't the tidiest also. This second bit is horrible, because if you do the first corner, shit, you do the second bit, shit. So I kind of like that sweeping corner there. We're actually 3 temps up right now, which is very nice. I do hope that Sorokin isn't going to be in my way. I think he is going to be though, isn't he? Unless he's not on a time lap and he'll let us past. He's letting us past. Thank you, Sorokin. I really appreciate that, mate. I really do. So right now we're still 3 temps up. Oh, I should have put DRS on a bit quicker then, but it doesn't matter. We should still have a decent lap. I need to just get this second to last corner, the hairpin right. Not as good as last one, and I've actually lost all 3 temps pretty much of that. So there's rain 10 to 15 minutes, so the earlier I can get my stints done, the better. Okay, so we only beat it by 200ths of a second then. But anyway, that's our first stint done. Overtaking those 2 cars maybe slowed me down, and I was a bit scruffy in the second part of that lap, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So the next thing I need to do, go on the car setup again and take the fuel down so we have a 1 lap fuel load. And then also I need to change the tyres, so we'll go onto a brand new ultra soft, and it says that it's about 8.5 temps quicker apparently. Normally for me it doesn't really feel like that, but anyway, we'll exit out that. Actually, I want to see how lap times are coming in. So Raikkonen right now is nearly 7 temps behind me. Maybe pole is quite realistic on this one, but the track is quite clear, and because rain potentially might be coming, I'm going to make sure that I get I'm going to get my fastest time lap in right now, I'm hoping. In Bahrain we smashed our second run, and yeah, it really did show, because we actually ended up on pole by I think about 1.5, 2 temps or something like that. And it really did help us in the, well, actually it didn't really help us in the race, because at the start we had a poor start. So we just need to gain as much of an advantage as we can, and obviously normally Hamilton is the qualifying specialist. DRS on nice and early. It looks like no one's coming out of the pit, so I got a free run at this. Let's see if we can. I might actually go a bit quiet so I can just concentrate on this lap, so bear with me for the next like minute and a half. That's poor. I can comment on that. Stay nice and tight, sweep outwards, we're trying to make this lap as short as we can. So this corner I need to brake quite heavily because it is another like sort of hairpin. Then we've got to climb up the hill. Let's get that acceleration going. We're actually gain time then, that's nice. So we need to stay quite tight here. This is decent, this is decent. Need to stay here. Oh, I went a bit too narrow then, and then I fucked up. Yeah, that was scruffy. That was honestly very, very scruffy. We didn't lose too much time there, but it was noticeable. Set a new fastest sector, which is nice. This bit you can actually really lose a lot of time on this sweeping right-hander there. Then we get onto the straight, and I need to make sure I get that DRS timed to perfection. We're only about 2 tenths up right now, and I expect a lot of people to improve heavily on their time. So this hairpin I need to get spot on. Brake nice and early. Okay, where was that understeer? Why did I get so much understeer? I have no idea. Final corner, let's get it right. That's nice, nice and tight. We are heading towards, we're another 4.5 tenths off, so that is good. So at the moment I think we're about a second maybe, but obviously Vettel and Ricciardo are right behind us. So let's return to garage because we're only going for 1 flying lap then, and let's see how we do from now to the end of this qualifying session. So we're 6 tenths exactly ahead of Danny Rick, which is fine. I'm just going to have a bit of a drink obviously before the race. It's kind of cool to see that he's exactly 6 tenths of a second behind me. I honestly think I should just accelerate time. I want Valtteri to try and get quite high up, but I kind of like at the moment how Danny is in second. Let's see if that's the case at the end. Danny is in second still. They didn't really improve my time, so from the looks of qualifying my time was impressive, meaning that potentially I could be quick in this lap, but it looks like Red Bull could challenge on this track, and Ferrari could. So it honestly, I can't call a winner between the top 6 right now. So without further ado, I think we're ready for the race. I am looking forward. I need to have a better start. I'm crap at manual starts on this game, but it's got to be manual. It can't just be automatic where everyone sets up at exactly the same time. You need to have a bit of human error. You need to have good reactions. The one thing I don't like about different tracks is they have like different sequences of lights that, like, once all the red lights go on and then go off, sometimes the time between that is different. I think there's some tracks where it's like 3.5 seconds, some where it's like a second.
Let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Okay, so 56 laps, and to be fair, there's not much difference whatsoever with the projected time. There's only a 3-second difference. Now this is very interesting. Do I for once go with a different strategy to everyone else? I pit earlier, only a lap earlier, it's got to be said, but do I stay on the ultra softs? Do I stay on the ultra softs for a bit longer and then do 2 shorter runs? Oh, I don't know, to be honest. That is a tough one. So it says with high time management, when you drive more conservatively, I'm going to stick with high time management, but 24 laps is what normally the softs do. I think they're not the super soft because they're not red. I think it's ultras and normal softs, so that's interesting. Anyway, let's get into this race. Not the longest down to the first corner, but anyway, let's do this. So that was a short again. I think that's a better start. Let's stay on the left hand side because obviously it'll be sweeping. Oh, let's just keep on. Might have to go off the racing line a bit. Stay on the inside line. Ah! I don't want to take any damage. Right, Danny has got past me, and I think Bottas is right next to me. I'm happy with Valtteri getting past Vettel, I think it was. You know what, I'm gonna be risky. That was a risk. I could have literally just lost my whole front wing against Danny, but for the first time ever, we have started a race pretty well, and we actually held on to first. Is this going to be a race where I just stay first all of it? I don't know. That's the great thing about a 100% race and on a difficulty which is good to my level, is the fact that anything can happen. It's a normal race at the end of the day. So Danny is catching up, but there's a bit of a gap between him and Vettel, so it looks like Sebastian took back his place to Valtteri, which is interesting. The problem with being first right now is if Danny stays on me for this first stint at least, he is going to have DRS after on the third lap onwards to lap 8. But at the moment, he doesn't look like he's gaining, but obviously there's no DRS on these first 2 laps. Okay, I need to get that a lot better because, oh god, I think Danny like touched me then. Touched me inappropriately. I need to get that hairpin right because that was a sloppy exit. So I need to stay realistically on this right hand side from now on, but I've got a bit of a lead. And then get over to the left hand side, because it actually, Danny had a very good line. He had a good line off turn 1, so turn 2 was easier for him. I just need to not cock up. But Danny looking quick. That is a bit of a worry, but the Red Bulls are looking decent, you know. Oh, I needed to brake a bit more there. That's poor. We don't want to invite more trouble from the likes of Sebastian, Valtteri and Kimi. And Max, it would depend on where it is. I'm not obviously going to look at the thing right now because we're in a tricky part of the track. That's a better exit out there, better exit. So it looks like Max is ahead of Kimi, which is good because obviously Kimi won the last race, so we don't want him to get consistent points. Max though, do we want him ahead of Kimi? Potentially not, but it's nice that he's down in like 5th. Oh no, Raikkonen's 3rd. It's Vettel that's gone down to 6th. Wow. And to be fair, he's already he is gaining on Danny right now. He's sucking Danny in. That's better. But actually no, it could have been a lot better. But it was a bit better. I need to brake very early, I think. So if he sucks him into, like, them into a battle, I can potentially try and get away. How much extra fuel do we have? And I need to check if that's going up or down. So Kimi has got the fastest lap, and he looks like he's going for Danny. I need to just get away and out of... I think Kimi could be a dark horse again in this race. He's looked good in both races so far this season. But he just was unfortunate with a retire. He had to retire in Melbourne. He's got ahead of Danny. Now he might be breathing down my neck. So it looks like we're gaining fuel, but I need to see that over a few laps. I can't just see it over like a few corners. Okay, so the Ferraris potentially look strong, but the struggle for Sebastian continues, it looks like. Whereas I just need to focus on myself, not take damage in this race for the first time, potentially have a clean race, and go from there. But Kimi is well down this down the back straight. He is going to be on me because he's going to have DRS. I just got to do what I can. But he has been so quick. He's got away from Danny, and now within a lap he's caught up to me. He could be trouble in this race. But the thing is, he is having DRS, so he's got a big boost right now. Right, stay on line, stay on line. He's got a tuck in behind me. He's got to. He's not gonna. Oh, I thought he was actually going to turn in and hit me then. He's going to have DRS again down this straight. That's the thing, like first on this track, it's tough.
They should last a while yet, so don't worry about them.
I just need to lose him in the first thing. I hope he doesn't pit at the same time as me. I hope he pits like one lap after so I can try and get away, have a better outlap. Because on the softs, in previous races, I've been decent. But it's frustrating that Kimi got away from me pretty much all of last race, so the longer I can keep him behind me, obviously the better. Oh, he wanted to go on my left hand side then. He's having very good exits and stuff, but his air system and his DRS are probably tuned up to the max right now in overtake mode. So if I can wear his batteries down, maybe later in the race is going to be slower, I don't know. This section is just a struggle. But there's no like standout corner like in Bahrain with that middle sector corner that was just frustrating. Is he going to go for an overtake here? No, he's not. He knows that he can get DRS down this bit, so I don't know what I'm going to do against Kimi. But we're building a gap to Danny and Valtteri. I'm hoping Valtteri can catch up to Danny because Danny hasn't got any DRS assist. Right, squeeze in then. That was a pinch. And it looks like Valtteri has managed to get ahead of Danny Rick. Alright, I want Valtteri to catch up to Kimi now. Hopefully in the next few laps. So the two Red Bulls, well, Danny has struggled, you know. Last few laps he's been overtaken by Kimi and now Valtteri. The two Finns have overtaken the Aussie. Whereas right now I am under pressure by one Finn. I'm hoping it looks like Danny has got Valtteri. Right, here we go. Come on, let's try and get away from it. Look how close he is. And the thing is, I can see this happening all race. I'm actually alright at defending against other cars. I am actually not bad at that. But hopefully, maybe on the hairpin, maybe he's going to be brave for one bit, and then maybe he's going to spin off me. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting dynamic, this race. He's 0.2 seconds behind me. I'm not really going like the clappers just yet, so it looks like I'm slowly losing laps. Maybe on the straights I gain, I actually don't know. But Danny and Valtteri squabbling, kind of helping me and Kimi just get away. Right. Wow, look at that pace by Kimi. I think I gave him a bit too much room then. Wow, he actually took the lead just for a brief second there. He's probably going to actually take the lead down this main straight, which so far I've done well to hold him off. He's coming. I actually need to be on the inside. Every time that I think that he's going to try and overtake, I need to be on the inside. Otherwise I might actually fuck up and go into him. Valtteri is ahead, and he's stayed ahead for now. But there's a bit of a train behind them, you know. My other rivals not doing particularly well right now. Kimi, though, is just relentless. On this game, though, I will actually say that Raikkonen's probably a lot more consistent than, and I would say better average finishes than Sebastian, actually. So maybe in the next game, 2019, when it comes out late, obviously later in 2019, like October time, maybe we'll see a bigger divide between, well, obviously Kimi's going to be at Sauber, at Alfa Romeo Sauber, so that's going to be interesting. I wish there was a way I could just get away from Kimi. Yeah, I'm losing time, losing fuel slowly. Actually, what lap did it say? 8 to 13. Okay. Right, this time I want to try and squeeze him. No, I didn't even squeeze. He wasn't even side on to me. Oh, Bottas actually managed to stay ahead then. I saw someone join the stream. Even though I'd love to squeeze Kimi out on this side. Actually, I should be fine to hold the racing line now. Right. I wonder what how fast he would be if he wasn't in DRS and he wasn't using up his battery. Because that's the thing, because mine's on automatic, I'm just going to be on 2 quite a lot. So I'm not using too much of the battery. Eek. He hit me. Kimi just hit me. I did feel that. But I kind of want him to and spin out. So in a way I think I could lose him right now. Look at that. That prancing horse coming up behind. He's got a very good lead now. I'm gonna have to go on the inside. There we go, that's how you do it. If he gets too far, you just go on the inside of him. But now he is very close coming down this main straight.
We want to hit this lap, so push now.
Okay, we're coming in this lap, so. Got a very good lead on everyone else, so at the moment it's looking like it's going to be a race that's going to be between myself and Kimi. Something could happen to Kimi though, because I do want a Mercedes 1-2. I'd love that. I want Bottas to get points first and foremost. I want him to complete a race. I'm not going to save that after 2 races because he's got 0 points. I'm on 45? No, I'm on 53, I think. No, it's not 53. It can't be. 48, I think. But he's out of the running for the title. He's definitely not. It's after 2 races, but there's 19 left. But it's not a great start. It's not a great start. Right, we're in mode 5 at the moment, which is using up all the battery because it's my in lap. I wanted him more on the side of me. I thought I could squeeze him right. I need to get the entrance to this pit spot on. So cut across here. Okay, he's not pitted this lap. Right, just absolutely go, absolutely go. Right. It looks like right now I am the only one really that's pitting.
Exit now.
I hope I come out in a good spot. I need to find a gap because I need to have a good outlap. Okay, I'm gonna slot in behind Ericsson, I would have thought. There we go.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. You'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Why am I going so slow? What's it doing? That was fucking slow. But anyway, I've got a bit of clear air in front of me, and hopefully by the time I catch up that all of those will be pitting anyway, so to regain what is mine, and that is hopefully the lead. I just got to absolutely fly on this outlap. The thing is though, I think though if Kimi is out in front, I think I can get back ahead with like DRS and overtake mode and stuff like that. So it's not the end of the world, but he has a massive gap over Bottas right now. I just saw that. Jesus Christ. It's a shame I'm not a bit closer to the likes of Ericsson just to get DRS or something. But I kind of like how I've got no one really to overtake just yet. Question is who's pitting. So it looks like Vettel's pitted, so I think Kimi stayed out for yet another lap. I want to say. Right, is anyone pitting in front of me? No. That could be good though, just so I can get what's it called? DRS on this lap. If I'm actually gaining, which I don't even know if I am. I think Ericsson's had DRS on whoever's in front. It's a Toro Rosso. Probably Hartley or something. I think it is Hartley actually. So Bottas hasn't pitted and neither has the 2 Red Bulls. That's strange, I thought 1 Red Bull would pit on this lap. So it's like Sebastian is following what I do and Kimi and Bottas are probably going to do what they're probably similar to what they want. So I think Vettel was waiting for me to pit if Vinny decided to pit. I just don't know. Pit stops like are fascinating because everyone comes in at different times. They've all got their individual strategies. I'm going to stay behind Ericsson. Get full DRS and hopefully, with a bit of luck, take both of them. I hate it when my engine does that. I think I'm just in dirty air. There we go. There's a poor corner, but I got past both like I predicted. I just don't know where Kimi is right now. There's Kimi, he's just come out of the pits. God, they actually did well, you know. Okay, I need to get past them as soon as I can. I can't be caught napping. No!
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor
How
damage.
slow was he going in? That probably was on purpose. Oh my god, I can't turn quick. Oh, that understeer on this track where it's like fast corners. Oh no, I'm gonna actually blame Kimi. Yes, maybe I could have been a bit stronger on the brakes, but at the end of the day, I think he slowed very quick then. So, very on purpose there. I can't do anything now.
The car ahead has come in and fitted the soft tyre.
I'm not even in DRS. No! Shit! I'm going for it. I've got to. It was a collision, I will give you that, but I needed to be ahead. Shit! That is not what I needed. I've let myself down. I wanted a clean race where I didn't have to go in for stupid parts. Question is, can I hold out 24 laps on this set of tyres? The answer to that is probably no. Can I get away from Kimi? Probably no. But I tell you what, Bottas is not far behind. So if I can hold up Kimi, potentially. I need to try and build a lead, so I might have to do an extra stop in this race. Oh. It's that front right again. It's going to be an epic battle. Thing is, do I pit in and like early so I've got the rest of Rafe to like try and claw it back? But I think Kimmy's too quick. I think Kimmy's rapid without me in front. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go on new softs. I'm gonna come in. This is awful, but I'd rather do it early and try and claw back whatever I can. I'm hoping, Bottas with a fastest lap. I'm hoping he can now try and like catch up to Kimmy. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, guys, to whoever's watching this. I've got it all. Oh my god, I've got it all to do now. Come on, I need to get out.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
One stop left in this strategy. Wow. I'm gonna have to make sure the life of these tyres is as long as I can. Oh! Down in 17th. Well, there's definitely going to be more action in this race, trying to gain on everyone. I'm probably like 35 seconds behind Kimmy. I'm an idiot, but I still maintained that Kimmy was going way too slow around that corner. I'm behind Ericsson again and Hartley, so I'm hoping yet again I can try and overtake both of them. There we go. So it looks like Ericsson's going for a move as well. Kept it within the widths of the track. Those two are battling it out in front of me. That's good because that means they're going to slow each other down massively around that corner. Alright, let's go, let's go. Not wasting the time.
We're trailing our teammate by 26.2 seconds.
26.2 seconds. Between me and Valtteri, who's in second, probably about 5 seconds behind Kimmy. Come on. Oh, standard fuel is shit. Well, this time I'm going to brake a lot around that corner because cars are naturally just going so slow. How is Hartley like catching me? Oh, I better slide there. Way understeer. Oh god, what is happening? When you're getting a dirty air of another car, that bloody shows. Surely I can't take another 2 cars there. Why does my car feel shit on the steering? If I can take Grosjean as quick as I can. Am I going to risk it? Yep. Did I hit something then?
Nice work, that brings you up to place.
No. Look how much these are gaining on me now. I need to think. Can I make these last 30 laps and get to about 45?
3.4 seconds.
I don't think I can. So effectively in this race, I'm driving normal, but I've got an extra pit stop, and it wasn't obviously the free stop strategy that we picked, because that would have been 2 ultra softs and been 2 softs. I'm going to be on 3 softs. Well, I've been on 2 softs already and an ultra, which I started on. I'm probably not going to gain on anyone like near the front. But as long as we can get a significant amount of points, I can kind of accept that. I don't know why I've actually that wasn't bad getting around that corner. I'm hoping within this next lap to latch on the back of that train before the pit straight, or before the back straight. And Dawn's on the ultra, so he must be on a 3 stopper. You would have thought, but he's stuck in traffic, so he's not getting the best out of those tyres. Okay, the best thing about this is if I overtake these next 3, I'll be in the points. That's good. I think honestly I can finish ahead of the Red Bulls because they are struggling. They look like they're struggling. I keep seeing them on the minimap, like only like a couple of corners ahead. But all is not lost. I think the best decision was to pit early, so then I can use the rest of this race to catch up. Because all I would have been doing is just staying in front of Kimi potentially and struggling and just handing it to Kimi really. I don't think I would have been able to hold it for like another 20 seconds, 20 laps even. Because then I think everyone would have been getting a bit too close. Surely I can't overtake 3 here. Van Dorn is quick with those tyres though, I'll tell you that. Oh god, I need to give Leclerc room. He's probably going to come back at me here. I'm going to go on this side. Squeeze him out on that side. But then I've still got inside lines with this one. That's why I went over to the right then, if any of you was wondering. Instead of staying on the racing line. Right, next up is Perez. Okay. Lap 17, so we're still nowhere near halfway distance, which is lap 28. Still a long way to go. Right, I've got away from that pack behind me, so they're not latching onto me, slowing me down. Perez and then Alonso. Not the easiest of to overtake, I will say that. The good thing is getting like DRS on quite a few laps is I should like gain quite a bit on, or at least match race pace. Thing is though, I have not got the fastest lap of the race, so I know I'm not the quickest. My fuel at some point is going to be needed to turn down. Maybe towards the end of this stint I'll try and harvest some, or if there's a safety car, which would be beautiful for me, I'll just like farm some there. So still a lot in this, but we're on 1 point in this race so far. Kimi is going to be on 50 points regardless after this race. I'm going to be on 49 if it stays the same. Okay, so Bottas has got away from me, which I kind of understand because I'm stuck in traffic and I'm trying to gain but I can't. So Bottas is still going like the clappers. I'm hoping he can take the lead. Okay, I need to be on Perez at the end of this lap, ideally. Should have braked him.
Behind us is 3.4 seconds.
On that first bit I can gain proper well on people. Yeah, this middle sector I can do alright to a decent degree. Break, 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 break. Right, we're gonna have the RS. Don't want to be stuck in your dirty air. DRS should easily see me through. There we go. Hello! Oh, I maybe went on to the racing line a bit too quick then. I think I nudged him, but tyre to tyre. But we have now 2 points, so if it stays the same right now, myself and Kimmy will both be on the same amount of points. It's not good though, because like considering that he's retired one race, wait, why is Vettel in the pits again? Okay, we've gained more points. At the moment we stay ahead in the championship, but the gap has been significantly cut. My aim at the moment is top 5, but I think I can get a podium behind Bottas and Raikkonen if it stays the same. I do genuinely believe I can gain that much. I have decent pace. I have not bad pace. But top 5 is very realistic. Podium could happen. Could happen. Race win, that looks unlikely unless there's something drastic happens in front of me. But we're only on lap 19, so there's a long, long way to go. And there is a Red Bull only 2 cars ahead, so that is minimum aim. But the Renaults are doing bits so far. I think they're the 2 cars in between the 2 Red Bulls right now. Okay. Surely I should put the wing damage thing back to auto. I'll do that in a sec. There we go. Now let's relax and keep on gaining on peeps. So is that Vettel 2 cars behind me? I wonder what his pace is going to be like once he gets past Perez. He's on a lot newer tyres. So is he on a 3-stopper, I wonder? Maybe he is. I don't know. In which case he is going to be quicker than me. Let's be honest. Well, yeah, he must be on a 3-stopper. Because he's not going to be able to do 36 laps. I'm not really gaining on Alonso as much as I want right now. That's probably the best I've done this hairpin. Right, Vettel. What's he going to be like pace-wise now that he's got a bit of clean air in front of Perez? He could fuck me up. Fastest lap. I didn't look at the fast lap to see how much quicker he is. And he overtake. Oh, he got Perez then, so he had DRS. I guess so. Can't really judge him on that. But in a few laps time, he's going to be behind me. Like, right behind me. Come on, let's see if we can take a bit of time out on this sector. Maybe a smidgen. I don't think I'll be within a second though. I don't know, it depends how he does this next corner. Nah, I'll be out of it. I'll be like 1.2 seconds, something like that. Well, yeah, 1.2.
1.9 seconds.
1.9 seconds. He's gaining on me quick. The thing is, I'm not racing him at the moment. Okay. Is Valtteri on a high pit stop then? Surely he is. Jesus Christ, I broke as heavily as I could then, but yet there was nothing I could do then. He was just on the racing line, wasn't turning, and I didn't even get DRS down here. So Valtteri's out the pits already, and I'm still behind him, and he's on faster tyres. Why is everyone on a free stopper? Except me. Well, I'm on a free stopper, but it's forced. That's disappointing, that is. I've lost so much time to Alonso because of how slow he was going around the hairpin. Not happy. Not happy in this race so far. Granted, there's more action, so it's probably better for you guys to watch. Sebastian is right on the chuff, and everyone's on a different, probably better strategy than I am. Oh, I really want to just get Sebastian out of this race. Wow, he pushed me. You guys saw that. I went into a slide then. He's got DRS on me. I can't catch up to 6th place. Everyone's on ultras around. Why is he on ultras again? I need to go on the inside. Try overtake me now, dickhead. What the fuck is his strategy? What's everyone's fucking strategy right now? Right now I have no idea where I'm going to finish. All I can do is my best. And hopefully you guys do appreciate that I'm just doing my best to see where I come.
Okay, gap ahead is 4.5 seconds.
4.5 seconds to Danny Rick. Thing is, now I've got Vettel to worry about, is that's going to slow me down massively. Hopefully I can make those times tumble. It's hit me again. Jesus Christ, leave me alone. The thing is, he's not quick enough to stay ahead of me. So I'm losing time because of him. DRS and a lot quicker tyres, but it means that he should only be on these tyres for about... Oh shit, the fucking bed. About 10 laps. I'm not surprised Valtteri's got the fastest lap.
Nice move.
Ugh! I don't know what to do because I'm on slower tyres than Vettel, Bottas and potentially like Raikkonen. The only good thing is Ricciardo is on softs in front of me. The problem with that is he's going quicker than me only because of Vettel behind me. I have no room to catch him up because I'm having to defend every bloody corner. What do I possibly do in this situation? I'm not going to pit because there's no point to that. I'm going to just have to sit here for another 10 laps before I have to pit. Actually, I think, is it lap 36? It's lap, so another 12 laps. I just can't wait until Vettel has to pit again. Until the end of the... Oh, the thing is, it's going to be until the end of the race, isn't it? That means he's going to be behind me for about 26 seconds-ish. I don't know how this is going to play out, guys. I really don't. The good thing is... we're gaining on Danny somehow, and I don't know how. I don't fucking believe that!
This will be a major performance impact unless you opt for a new one. A new strategy is available on the MFT. Got that confirmed?
As we noted by the rules, I am allowed one terminal ting. I am still got the damage.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Why is it not changing the strategy for me? Shit. No, again. He did not give me enough room. He did not give me enough room. Both Ferraris have fucked my race. I have to. No, I have to. I'm gonna have to pit another time as well.
Go, go, go.
Fuck! Now I'm gonna very much struggle to get into the points. Please say there's no one else that's coming. Sebastian Vettel has fucked my race. He went ahead of me and then cut off my line, and then I had nowhere to go. No fucking where to go. Let's put that back to auto. But that severely pissed me off. I'm obviously going to need to pit again. I'm hoping lap 30, towards 39, so I'm hoping I can do quite a few laps on this. And I need to absolutely fly. I'm so angry at fucking Ferrari. 2 times I've taken damage in this race. Both of them on the backs of Ferrari. First one broke too much and didn't slow down, didn't speed up enough. Second one literally cut me off. I need a safety car. There's no one's retired in this race. No one has retired in this race. If I have another terminal damage, I have to retire. I'm actually, the only thing I'm happy about is going on the soft tyres. The problem is I lost 30 seconds to people with that pit stop. I should catch up to everyone very quick though, as in top 10 ones. Anyone that's on the softs right now. Four pit stops I'm gonna have. 4. I'm not even going to get DRS because I'm probably going to get past Scratch on it. Am I going to take risks? I took a risk and that one just backfired. My race is officially over.
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
I'm not going to pit in to get it changed. We're not even half race distance, and I've pitted 3 times.
Take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
I got fastest lap even though I hit into the back of Grosjean. Mad. I'm fucking handicapped in this race. That one was my fault, like 100% my fault. First and second, I don't really think they were my fault. I need a safety car around lap 35. Next lap is going to be half race distance, or the end of lap. The next lap is going to be half race distance. So much has happened. Like, there's a lot more action in this one. I've still got a long way to go, so I need to just do what I can. I think I can take these 3. This is full lock. I was about to say, was I going to get DRS then? Actually, I don't mind not overtaking these guys because it means I'll get DRS for the first time down the straight. Okay, luckily this damage isn't really affecting me.
Caution, caution. The virtual safety car is
I can't overtake them.
reduced speed.
I can't overtake them. On lane. Shit, don't take any more damage, James.
BSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
Please be green flag. Oh, of course it's now. I was going to overtake both of them down that straight. Good thing is I'll get it down the long straight now. There's a Ferrari in front of me. 3 cars ahead. I don't even need DRS against, but it's just nice to have it as the speed boost. I'm actually 9th right now. I will take that. Not for the final position. I'll take that right now. Oh, I still want top 5. Top 5 is a huge achievement considering. I think it was a very good option to go onto the ultras though. So then, like after 10 laps, I'll have enough left in the tank, I think, to go to the end of the race on some softs. Gotta count blessings. Don't have many, but I have some. Is that Alonso, like, just latching on? It is, isn't it? Right, I'm not gonna... I want DRS, so I'm gonna ease. I might have eased off and lost like a few tenths, but I would have lost a lot more if Magnussen had DRS on me. The Haas is quick, you know. Tell you what, the new Haas livery got announced yesterday, officially, for the start of the 2019 season. It looked beautiful in black. Black and like gold, like accents, trim. What would be the best word to describe it?
We're trailing our teammate by 40.0 seconds.
40 seconds behind Valtteri. I could do with some more retirees, to be fair. Okay, there's 3 cars ahead of me. That'll put me up to 5th. Let's see if we can gain on. Should be a matter of time before I catch the Force India, but it's the Ferrari ahead of that. Might prove to be a bit trickier. I just realised I'm going to lose some time again when I fix my wing. Do I think I can manage on a wing for another 26 laps? Probably best I just fix it. But no, me, I'll hit something else. I'll find a new way to break it. I've broken 5 front wings in these first 3 races. Fuck yeah, no. I'm guessing Kimi's still leading. Sebastian Vettel with the fastest lap.
Gap to car in front is 2.4 seconds.
Let's try and bring that down a tiny bit. Well, a lot, to be fair. How many times has Vettel pitted? Because I had to pit again with him just behind me. I haven't caught up to him that quick, surely. He must have pitted and worked his way. Oh, he was on ultras. I wonder what he's on now. I'm not going to be within a second at this rate. Yeah, I'm not going to be in a second this lap. I don't know. I might be actually. I am within a second now, but I don't know if I was at the marker. Actually, I probably am. Just, please? Yes, I am.
Brilliant. Nice move.
How far behind signs? 5.8. Soon I'm gonna have to pit though. The thing is though, 21 laps on softs is easy. So it's not bad.
The gap to the car ahead is 5.7 seconds.
Brought it down only a 10th. Those Renaults are good, you know. Oh, actually, no, 5.3. Another issue I have. Oh, went past it. Is fuel. So I think for the rest of this stint, I'm going to save as much fuel as I can. Or at least a bit, just so that I can stay on standard for the rest of the race. think get it to like 50, 0.50 or something. We'll see.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
It's going to be interesting to look at the race director after this. See how many times everyone pitted, what sort of collisions there's been. We've only lost Hulkenberg, and I'm thankful only because he was a driver in front of me. I'm still gaining on signs despite having been on lean fuel, and I'm going to stay on lean fuel for as long as I can before this next stint, because I might be able to go on rich towards the end, the last few laps or something. This bodywork damage isn't bad, it's just that I know it could be better. .2, put it down a bit more. So Valtteri's in the pits for his final pit stop.
Valtteri is in for his stop.
Sainz is coming for his final pit stop. So is Danny Rick. They're probably the two cars that I'm aiming to get past in the final stint. Well, we're going to put it standard now because we want a good inlet. The Ferraris are good on this track.
Okay, the gap behind is 11.2 seconds.
Shit. 11.2. So that means I'm going to be about 15 seconds
Our gap
behind.
to the car in front is 9.4 seconds.
That's going to be grim. I don't think I'll overtake Danny, because I need to repair my wing.
The car behind has come in. They're now on the soft tyre, softs on the car behind.
That's what I wanted to go on. Sainz is back in front of him. He's probably the one that I want to get past. Perez is going to go ahead of me. Can I get out before Alonso? No. Oh, no, I can, I think. Just. That's important. I think the best I can do, is 6th. Unless there is a safety car, which I don't think there's going to be. Still haven't had a wet race, or like a race where it's dynamic weather, where it actually rains. Oh, with a new wing it does feel a lot better handling now. Alonso's on a mad one though. I wonder who has to pit though from now to the end. Right, we need to see that time tumble from between myself and Perez and Danny Rick if I can, but he's quite a bit ahead of me actually, so I'm not worried about that. But Sainz and Perez. 6th is where I'm aiming for right now, but we've still got 21 laps to go, so anything can still happen. 2.5 seconds between myself and Perez. Only 2.5 seconds. So quite a few cars I've seen a lot of in this race. Namely the ones that I'm in between. 2.3. It's that first sector I don't really gain. It's these next two sectors that I seem to gain on these cars. I need Kimi to retire so I can keep a good lead. I don't know where Max is either, who was 15 points behind me. Alonso's doing amazing to stick with me.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.8 seconds.
The thing is, because Alonso's staying with me, he's actually also gaining on Perez, so this is just an interesting race. It's not ideal, it's interesting though. I had a good start, I was in first, then I had to come out of my first pits behind Raikkonen. I went for, well, I didn't go for a move, I just wanted to stay behind him and like bide my time. That didn't work because he just broke suddenly. I honestly think, I don't know what the strategy Vettel's on, but if he has to pit again, I could finish ahead of him. And if I can get past Sainz and Perez, which I'm catching up to Perez, I don't know where Sainz is, but if I can overtake them and be in 6th, I could finish 5th. Overall, this has been a disappointing race for me. Right, I'm going to stay behind him again because, oh god. Well, if I clip my wing one more time, jeez, I will be livid. I'm going to stay behind you because I want that DRS. Come on. I can latch onto the back of Sorokin! Oh, he's going to get him away just before I wanted to get DRS on him. Damn it. So now Perez has got it on me. Fuck!
Our gap to first place is 48.0 seconds.
48.0 seconds to presumably Raikkonen. But I'm about 8 seconds behind Sainz, who is my main target from now to the end of the race. So I'm not going to catch up with the Red Bull. I need to get away from Perez, he's just going to annoy me if I keep seeing that arrow. .6. Right, so showing signs it will decrease. So 6th is not all lost. I'd love top 5. I'd love a safety car right about now. That was a nice corner.
Gap to car in front is 6.9 seconds.
Okay, good thing is I took a second out of signs in that last lap. I've just taken another second, 1.2 seconds out of signs. That's mad. .3. Another 1.3 seconds out. Give it a few more laps at this pace, and I will be right on his tail.
Some information on Gasly. They're retiring from the race.
Give it a full safety car, please. I beg. Close everyone up.
The car ahead is 4.2 seconds.
Probably the best I've done that sector.
Green flag.
Come on, Hamilton. Come on, Lewis, come on! Need a bit of hammer time for in the next 16 laps. Come on.
Okay, gap to leader, 48.1 seconds.
I respect Sainz, I really do. I respect him for going to McLaren this next season, coming up, taking Alonso's spot, his hero. I really do respect that. But if I was him right now, I'd be shitting myself. Lewis Hamilton is coming onto your tail. At the moment, I'm not relenting. That's looking quite bad for 15 laps to go. This next lap I see it. Hopefully. .6 seconds. I'm not going to be catching up to Danny Rick. Fair play to him. I don't mind one needless stop over what I was supposed to do, but two really messed me up. If I only did one, I'd be ahead of both Danny Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel. So it's only me to blame. Only me to blame. Well, I blame Vettel for one. For me on Grosjean, I want to say it was. I really did muck up. Will there be late drama though? Because I see myself getting past Sainz, and that pretty much being it. I don't know if I was within a second there. I actually don't think I was. I think it's like 1.2 seconds. I just had a sloppy lap. Maybe down the main straight though I can force something. Yeah, I didn't. Okay. Well, Alonso got past Perez. Perez got that stuff onto. I'm too far behind. That's frustrating. Let me past. Danny Rick's probably about 12 seconds ahead.
Great maneuver. You made it look easy.
He's only 8.3, but I need to still gain on him for about a second a lap. I think 6th is where I hold my head and say, despite the fact I've pitted 4 times, 6th ain't bad. But I'm the worst out of the 6 top drivers, let's put it that way, in this race. I do apologise at this stage for not much commentary, but honestly, not much is happening. Maybe in about 5 laps time we'll see where we are behind Danny, but even then, there's no guarantee because my tyres are going to be soon starting to fall away. I mean, I'm going to lose a bit of performance. I don't know what his are like. Like, he's not far up the road. I will say that.
Our gap to the car in front is 7.0 seconds.
So I've only gained like 4 tenths in this lap. I've got no extra fuel to use, otherwise I would. The tyres are starting to suffer. I'd love to say to you guys, oh yes, I probably will finish 5th. Truth is, I don't know. It needs to be about 6.7 seconds between myself and Danny to have a glimmer. 6.3. Wow. Okay. I'm obviously gonna keep on pushing. Vettel is way ahead. Soon, though, Danny is going to get maybe a bit of DRS off. I'm guessing that's a Williams near the back. Come on, I want to overtake one of the big boys. What's 5th? So 25, 18, 15, 12, 10. I would take 10 points right now. I'd love to be on 58 right now. At the moment I'm on 56, I think. I think I'm on 48. Yeah, I am. First and second. No, I'm not on 48. What am I on about? I'm on 43? I'll be on 53. Tell you what, Simons is not really going away, really. He's only a few seconds behind me.
The distance to the leader is 47.1 seconds.
Wow, I brought it down a second to the leader. I actually drive alright on the softs. It's just me as a driver that I struggle. But I wanted it on the most realistic settings for me, and these are, and every race obviously is about an hour and a half to 2 hours of non-stop driving where there's a lot of things to think about and a lot of other cars on track, so a mistake is kind of inevitable in a race. But in this race I've had a few stupid decisions that I've made. But do I regret them? Well, of course I do, but I don't regret how I'm doing this one. Oh, piss off, Dan. He's gonna get DRS. It was less than 5 seconds to Danny. It's not as easy to catch as Sainz was, but hopefully this next lap I'm on the same point as Danny. Actually no, I'm probably gonna, I don't know actually. Right, how many laps have we got to go? 9, I think. Oh shit, I didn't see the time between us. Oh, okay. 3.9. That's not bad, honestly. Can I get DRS? And is it Sorokin? Stroll? Might be Stroll. Stroll. I thought I saw Sorokin before. Right, I need him to get around that corner before I do. I think this is ideal for me.
Okay, some information on Bottas. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow. The gap behind us is 6.0 seconds.
Right, now I can talk about what my engineer just said. He just said that Bottas' issues. That's bad, because he's not going to go out the race. But he's going to lose probably a position or two, I don't know. My tyres are nearly gone, to be fair. But no more distractions. Danny is in front of me with 2.7 seconds. That gap has obviously decreased though, but not much. No, last lap. Still think though that I've got enough in the tank to get past. Not this lap. Maybe next lap, if not, probably the lap after. I'm glad I've got I've got less than 10 laps, which is good. But I've got enough laps that I can get the job done.
Gap to car in front is 2.0 seconds.
2 seconds exactly, so it might be next lap. Whoever the other person is watching, say hi in the chat, first and foremost, but also, what do you think of this late battle between myself and Danny? It's not too much of a battle because I am going a lot quicker than him. What's the gap? 1.2. I know these tyres need to last, I do know that. Sebastian's going very well because I have not gained on Sebastian. Like the Ferraris, I don't know what's happened to Sebastian in this race. I think he's pitted too many times. He should be near the front with pace like that. I've struggled to match race pace. Am I going to be within DRS? I'd like to think so. Yep, I should be. Right, my air system has gone up to 4. We are ready to rock and roll. It's hammer time. Jeez, look at that speed. Make sure I get around on the track. Right, he's going to have DRS down this main straight, but I do think I can make a gap to him. That was my fastest lap of the race. It's not the fastest lap of the race. Oh, I let him on the inside then. That was a bit of an idiot move on it. Right, I need to use this lap before the next DRS zone. In the third sector, I need to just get away. Top 5 is what I wanted, but that was after the first incident. Then I had another incident, so I didn't think I was going to get top 5. I don't know what Vettel's strategy has been in this race, but it's just been odd, hasn't it? Thing is, Danny is actually going to stick on me now to the end of the race, so I'm glad there's only 5 laps after this lap to go. I'm glad about that. He's 4/10 behind me. It's weird how I overtake him at such pace, and then once I'm past him I can't build a gap as I would. It's because he's got DRS, and he's going to have DRS down here.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
5 laps of fuel. Eek. Tyres are a bit shot. But do what I can. I'm doing this for any Hamilton fans alike. Doing my best, even though I've had a bad race. I've been unlucky. I have been unlucky in this race as well. It's not just all my own fault. I always keep like in my peripheral seeing what was in front of me then going down that hill just before that corner I've just gone past, and I keep thinking like the skyscrapers in the distance, but they're actually just like electricity pylons. I don't know what it is about F1 making tracks literally in the middle of nowhere. There's no real scenery around, but yeah, there's just pylons and maybe some buildings, but not many. So my prediction right now is that it's Raikkonen, Bottas, then Max. Like Valtteri, I'm happy for, because it's going to be his first points. It's going to be his first finish of the season, and it's going to be just him clawing back some points on myself. Kimi though, he's got 25 points, and he's potentially going to be on 50. 50 points by the end of this. I'm going to be on 53, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Max is on he was on 30, no, 28? I think he might have been on 28, so he was 15 behind me, so yeah, 28. He is going to be on 36, 46. Wow, okay. Vettel, I don't know what he was on. I think he was on 21 points. So he'll be on 33, I think. Still a very poor season for him so far. I think as it stands right now, I'll be 3 points ahead. I'm back, playing through. Oh, welcome back, Fiji fan. I will read what other things it says. Just a sec. Can you read my comments again? Yes, I can. Lovely stream. Thank you. But you joined very late. We've only got 4 laps to go. Well, 3 and a bit. All I need to do is just stay ahead of Danny now, which I've built a gap. I'm out of DRS zone now, so it should just be fine for the last few laps. But yeah, welcome back.
Gap to teammate ahead is 22.0 seconds.
Ooh, what? Bottas must have struggled a lot, because he's only 22 seconds. He was 46 seconds last time it came up what Bottas was. I know I joined late, I'm sorry. It's fine. I'm trying to keep these streams around the same sort of time. So for me it would be 1 PM to 3 PM. Obviously I know for you, because you're 12 hours ahead, it would be 1 till 3 AM. But yeah, I'm trying to keep them kind of consistent. Maybe I could do them a bit earlier in the future if like I know that you might want to join, so it's better for you, so it's not in the middle of the night. But I'll have to see. But I don't know when the next one's going to be. The next one's going to be Azerbaijan, so the Baku street circuit, which I'm looking forward to. It's going to be difficult because it's very tight around there, but I normally do okay on that track. So, but I've never done 100% around there, so that's going to be interesting. I don't think I've ever done 100% on China before. I think I've done one on Bahrain, I've done plenty on Australia, I've not done any on Baku, so that's going to be a nice experience. That is going to be a nice experience. Well, it might be nice, it might be horrible. But yeah, I'm going to love this series because I've never done 100% distant races for quite a lot of them. I've done Montreal, I've done Silverstone. I don't know what other ones I've done. I might have done Brazil. I have to guess. I'm not too sure, so we're coming up to Sorokin. Only 2 retirees in this race. That's not bad, to be fair. That's not bad. Hulkenberg and who was the other one? I'm pretty sure it was a Toro Rosso. I may be wrong. Yeah, I think it was Gasly. Yeah, I think it was Toro Rosso. I think it was Gasly. Don't let me pass before this corner. Don't be a dick. Now go off the racing line. Thank you. I'm getting to that stage where the exhaustion is starting to kick in, so my eyes are going a bit funny. Slightly. But don't worry, I've only got this lap and next lap, but I can just relax. Honestly, it's all good, whatever time you want. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But to be fair, if there's one, if the bit you probably want to see most in the streams is probably the end, so maybe you just caught it right, to be honest. Obviously, you don't know what's happened, but I can quickly enlighten you on what happened while I go around the final lap. I started on pole, had a very good qualifying. I stayed ahead of Raikkonen, who caught up to me, and I was first until the end of the first stint, where I pitted 2 laps earlier than Raikkonen. He came out in front of me, so he just had stronger tyres and did better. But unfortunately, on one corner he was going so slow, and I accidentally hit into the back of him. Like, I honestly believe that he was just going so slow, and it just caught me off guard, so I had to pit. And then the next one, did I catch up? No, Vettel caught up to me, and down the long back straight, he took me, went on the racing line. Scamp, shut up! He went on the racing line, and like he didn't give me enough room down the side of him, so I accidentally hit him, and it went to a red, so I lost about half of my front wing. And yeah, pretty much. I've just been playing catch up from that, but I'll take top 5 after 2 mistakes in this race. But fair play to Raikkonen, 2 wins in a row for him now, so he is breathing right down my neck. But I needed to make sure that I was getting top 5 at least, just to make sure that I stay at him. I should be 3 points at him, but we'll obviously get confirmation of that at the end. But yeah, I've done the best I have possibly could. I'm hoping Bottas came second, but I have a strange feeling he's third behind Max Verstappen. But even still, it's nice to see him finally complete a race. But he had issues. It did say that he had mechanical issues, and he was going a bit slower. So at the end of the day, a 5th isn't bad considering the circumstances. Do you do qualifying vids or just the races? Now, at the start of each stream, I do a short qualifying. So I do the qualifying then, and then we go straight into the race. So if you check out any of the previous streams I've done, so the Australia or the Bahrain one, you'll see how I did in qualifying. The Australia one, I didn't do great because I was stuck behind Van Dorn when I was on a flying lap, and I could have put it on pole, but he just got him away and I slowed me down too much. But yeah, we're just but yeah, I do short qualifying just before the race. So it looks like Bottas came third. I don't need to see that, I'm not on it. Lewis isn't on it, so I'm like, I don't care. Right, so looking at this, Kimi started 5th on the grid and finished 1st. I started 1st on the grid and finished 5th, so we swapped around there. Max did get... Did he? Yeah, he overtook Verstappen, overtook Bottas quite late on. In fairness, Vettel wasn't too far behind Bottas. Wow. Let's have a look. So Kimi got fastest lap on the last lap actually. But anyway, let's look at the standings. So yeah, as predicted, I'm 3 points ahead of Kimi. It was 15 points lead over Max before the race. So going into Baku, it's all to play for. But you see Bottas climbing up to 9th place on 15 points. Fair play to him. Ricciardo 20, Hulkenberg and Sainz doing very well, breaking up the teams a bit. And then yeah, 37. I thought he was going to be on 33, but Max 46, Kimi 50, who's been brilliant. And you've got to remember, Kimi didn't finish the first race, so the last 2 races he has been brilliant, and he has caught right up, because I had 25 points after the first race. He was 25 points behind. After the next race he won, I came second, so he caught up at 7 points. Now he's caught up even more because he got the full 25 and I only got 10, so he caught up another 15. So next race, Kimi, right now Kimi and Max are my main rival. Max I didn't see in the whole of that race really, but he just kept his nose clean and he finished second. Brilliant for him actually. Vettel still struggling. He is only 16 points behind, but that's just because I had a poor race. Constructors, we are in second still, only 2 points ahead of Red Bull, but you've got to take into consideration Bottas retired first 2 races, so we could have effectively had maybe another 30 points potentially from that. But we're only 19 points behind Ferrari. They are obviously going to be our main rivals, I believe, throughout the whole season on majority. But yeah, not too bad. But let's have a look at the race director, because I wanted to have a look at this. So Vettel also had 4 stops. I don't know why it's not showing his tyres, but I went ultra soft, soft, ultra soft, soft. I don't know why it's not showing Vettel's, because he had 4 stops as well. I don't know why he had 4 stops. But Raikkonen and Max were 2 stops, and to be fair, Bottas was on a 3 stop. Ricciardo was only 2 stop. I don't know. He just struggled. You could probably tell that towards the end. Actually, he did actually. So it's showing. Well, it's only showing 3 out of 4. Why is it? Oh, to be. I don't know. It don't really matter. But incidents. I did have one incident with Raikkonen on lap 11, and that was the one where I did hit him. So I do apologise for that. But Kimi hit me on lap 4, and Magnussen hit me on lap 14. But after that, there wasn't many collisions whatsoever, actually. So on lap 1, Bottas hit Ricciardo, and then Ricciardo hit Bottas. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. But anyway, let's advance and wrap this stream up, because I'm exhausted. This race definitely had more. It had more action than the race in the desert in Bahrain. But I'm more disappointed with this one. I started well. Obviously, we were winning Australia. I'm thankful because that's my favourite track of all of them. So I'm very happy with that. And then it's just progressive. I've had 1st, 2nd, and 5th. I hope that decline stops and I actually start climbing again. I'd happily take a podium in Baku. I'm just hoping that Raikkonen isn't the one in front, or isn't one in front of me, but I'd happily take 3rd, 2nd, or 1st in this race. But anyway, just to wrap things up, we're just going to go back to the menus, and just for me to say, I'm really enjoying this series. I've done 3 races in 4 days, 300% distant races. So I've driven for about 4.5 to 5 hours in the last 4 days, which is incredible. I don't know how many F1 drivers do, how many laps they do per day and per week, but I've done a lot. And you've got to consider if I've done a fair few laps as well. I think I've done 3 or 4 laps in every qualifying as well. So overall, I'd say about 5 hours of driving. But anyway, let's just quickly highlight the So obviously there's the standings. So if we look at the circuit list, we have done Australia, we've done Bahrain, we've done China. Next is Azerbaijan, then Catalonia, then Monaco, which is the one that I kind of want to build a gap to my rivals before them, because I think that's just going to be a struggle. I'm still certain that I'm not going to probably finish that race. It's probably going to be a lot shorter stream. But we've got 2 races before them. Azerbaijan is another tough one. I can't wait to do Canada and France. I can't wait to do Britain. I can't wait to do Brazil. And Mexico's that one that I like, actually. Russia's alright as well. I kind of like that. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap things up for this 3rd episode live stream of this Hamilton F1 2018 World Championship Series. If you have enjoyed, leave a like. Subscribe if you're new and you want to stay up to date with my content. And until next time, goodbye.